is to stop waiting for other people to put you on and put yourself on. It's so many people out here just, waiting for somebody to... Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Y'all should already know who it is, or you should know who it is, the CEO of Tasti. If you are new here, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Welcome to my channel. If you're not new, welcome back. I am back with another video. Y'all, this week was actually sent to me by you_. I'm gonna have to tag her in this, I'm gonna have to put her up because I don't remember her Instagram name. But y'all, this video, I'm going straight off the top. And I might hurt some people's feelings from this video, but honestly, I don't care because y'all know one thing about me, like Nene, I said what I said. But this video is kind of for motivational inspiration purposes, as well as giving like a pep talk. Because honestly, y'all, I'm just so sick of the people out here looking for handouts. I understand that y'all are wanting to start businesses. I understand that, you want to start a business. You don't know where to start. But the looking for handouts is what gets me. Because again, these same people forget that who was there for us when I started my business, y'all. And how about I tell y'all a funny story? So I've always wanted to be a business owner, right? But right when I was like seriously ready to start my business, a friend of mine, she has connections to one of the biggest hair brands, a known hair brand used by celebrities, etc. So she knows this person. So long story short, I was trying to be connected via her through this person so that way I can intern, or I offered, to be an intern to learn the ropes about being a business so that I can start my own business as well. Long story short, the person that, said that they would connect never did. But guess what? I put myself on, and the whole emphasis of this video is to stop waiting for other people to put you on and put yourself on. It's so many people out here just, waiting for somebody to tell you what to do, wanting people to hand you vendors. How about you do the work yourself? Like, I started my business, and you can't, with somebody like me and other business owners like myself, you can't sit here and tell me that it's not possible. Because if I can start my business from zero, as in little to no support, no type of business experience, knew nothing about business, was willing to intern for somebody else just to learn about business, wasn't even able to get that opportunity. And if I can start a business, my business could hit 6 figures in less than 9 months, ship out 13,000 orders to 95% strangers. You can too, okay? You can too. You have to apply yourself, and it is not easy. And that's another thing. This stuff is not easy. Being a business owner is not easy. Growing a business is not easy, but it takes a lot of time and work. Do y'all know how many times I don't even eat dinner? Like, when I was still working my job that I recently quit, I was working from 6:30 in the morning to 3 p.m., sometimes working overtime to 7:30, 6:30, depending on what time. Come home, get on TikTok live, be on TikTok live for another 4 to 5 hours. Barely, you don't even, food is the last thing on your mind. All you want to do is go to bed and lay down, and then you got to get up and repeat. It is exhausting, but when you put in the work, you will see results. If you want to start a business, that is cool. Do your research. It's like the questions that people ask me most times, I'm just like, is YouTube not YouTube no more? Especially coming from me that has a YouTube channel. These people don't want to watch your YouTube videos. These people don't want to buy an ebook. These people don't want to pay for a consultation, but they steady be in your DMs, steady emails, steady commenting, steady asking on live business related questions, and the questions that they ask be the simplest questions. I've had somebody ask me, how to set up a thermal printer. I've had somebody ask me questions about Shopify. Shopify has a whole, customer service support that is free, but you're asking me, like, it's like, why are people out here looking for handouts? And I just hate when people say, if you don't offer help to these people, you're not trying to put somebody on. If somebody asks me how to start a business, I'm just supposed to willingly help them for free. And if I don't help them, I'm not putting them on. If somebody asks me who is my lash vendor and I don't tell them my lash vendor, I'm not putting them on. I'll never forget, y'all, when I got my vending machine, I had an older woman. So many people, it's crazy how once you post something, everybody wants it. When I posted my vending machine, of course I had a bunch of congratulations, and then I had a bunch of who is your vendor, who is your vendor, who is your vendor, who is your vendor. I risked thousands of dollars. Vending machines are not cheap. I sat here, did my research for months, risked thousands of dollars. My supplier that I found could have been a scammer. I could have ran through some scammers, but I risked thousands of dollars and my machine made it safely to me. And you want me to just give you the phone number of all the work that I put in to find this vendor? Absolutely not. And then I remember my point of bringing that up was somebody had commented, and when I told her that it would be $10, she got upset that I told her $10 for my vending machine vendor. And again, then she tried to bring the Lord into it and say I'm not putting people on. You want me to just comment, because regardless, and you know what's crazy as well? I don't think anybody that even bought the vending machine vendor has purchased the vending machine, because when I contacted my vending machine vendor, she said nobody has purchased from her yet. That purchase who, I sent through her via my vendor list, nobody has purchased their vending machine yet. But it's like when people see somebody with something, they want it too. People see me with a pink Challenger, it's like, I'm trying to be like you. I want a pink Challenger too, which that's totally fine if you want a pink Challenger as well. But understand that stuff does not happen overnight. Understand that everybody has different situations. I have been working my full-time job, other things that I do to make money besides my business. So just because you see me with a new car, just because you see me with a new item, does not mean that was strictly from my business. Everybody on here is not just living off of their business money. And I think that's what a lot of people don't realize, because nowadays social media is so glamorized that it's like, if you post something, like, people only post the good. So you post stuff and people like, wow, I want to do that. And I'm feeling like people are starting businesses for the wrong reasons. And honestly, that's why their businesses don't last. If you're starting a business to make money, your business is not going to go far, because it takes forever for some of us to even see the money. Because starting a business is not just about purchasing inventory. Of course, if you have the money to buy the inventory, anybody can, go on Alibaba, go on AliExpress, go on Amazon and purchase. Anybody can purchase inventory, but starting a business is not just about getting a free vendor and purchasing inventory. That's not what business is about. So even if I give you a free vendor, that's not what running a business is. They forget about the work you have to put into market. Now that you've received this free vendor, how are you going to market yourself? How are you going to grow this brand? How are you now going to gain strangers that will purchase these items from you? How are you going to, create a relationship with your customers? How are you going to, people don't think about all of that. They just be so concerned. I guess they just be so hyped to add CEO to their bio, business owner to their bio, and they don't know nothing about business. And it shows, honestly. I'm not even about to lie, like, it shows. But again, like I said, I'm just so sick of the looking for handouts. I'm just so sick of the comments about things that are Googleable questions. And I know the word Googleable is not a word, but people really out here asking Googleable questions. It's like, I don't even be wanting to be rude, but I be like, well, dang, does Google not work on y'all's phone? Because the questions that you're asking me, I know when I had that same question, I found the answer. When people ask me, how did I build my website? YouTube University. I literally found me a step. My website, y'all, was the first website I ever did. I never did any other website. I found a step-by-step YouTube video, step-by-step, 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 pause, play, pause, play, pause, play. So you can't tell me that if you don't have the funds to get a graphic designer to pay for your website that you can't do it yourself. You can't tell me that, because I did it with no type of experience via YouTube. Learned how to market, grow my customers, build it a brand through hard work, through trial and error. You lose money, you make money. Business is not all about profits. There are going to be times when you make a bad decision and you lose money. There's going to be time when you over purchase something that you assume is going to sell and it doesn't sell. But guess what? That's okay, and that's all part of being a business owner. You're going to have good sale days. You're going to have bad sale days. And another question I hate that people ask, that I've been asked so common recently, is like, how much money do you make being a business owner? How much money, do you make a week? How many orders do you have a day? And again, you must know nothing about business. It tells me that you know nothing about business if you're asking me how many orders I get a day, because being a business owner, you do not get the same amount of orders a day. That goes for Fashion Nova. That goes for McDonald's. McDonald's does not have the same amount of people coming to their drive-thru every day. Fashion Nova does not have the same amount of orders every day. Even JCPenney's, a retail store, I work there, does not have the same amount of customers every single day. It's a up and down cycle. Today you might make $500. Tomorrow you might make $10,000. Tomorrow you might make two orders. The next day you might have 10. It's an up and down cycle. So if you're asking me questions like, how many orders do you get every day? Nobody gets the same amount of orders every day. And if they tell you that, they lying. If they tell you that, they lying. Because even a hairstylist, I've been all over the place. I've been a hairstylist too. And even hairstylists working in a salon, hairstylists don't get, I've done hourly and I've done booth rent. And even being a hairstylist, you don't get the same amount of clients every day. Because guess what? People cancel. The same way you can't force somebody to go on your website and shop is the same way, just because somebody booked, even if they paid a deposit, that still does not guarantee that they will arrive. And that's why a lot of stylists have that no refund deposit, because people will book, and just because somebody booked for box braids or locks or a silk press, you're still going to get the deposit they paid, which is probably what, $20, $30. But if that was a $200 service that you planned on to pay your booth rent, you not only have, 25% of that because the person canceled. So again, when people talk like that, I kind of can tell your mentality, because again, nobody has the same amount of sales every day. Nobody has the same amount of orders. And if you're only concerned, because one person did say about 2 weeks ago, they commented on my TikTok live and they had said, how much money do you make a week? I'm thinking of starting a business. And again, that lets me know right there that you're trying to start a business, because if I say I make X amount of dollars this week, you're going to be like, I was on this person's live and she makes this much amount a week, so let me start a business too. And you're going to be very upset, because when you start your business, you're not going to make that money. And people think that the stuff comes easy. Like, of course, we all have goals and aspirations. Of course, we all want to get that dream car one day, whether it's getting a luxury apartment, getting a house, whatever your goals are. Of course, we want those goals. Everybody has goals in life, for the most part, I assume. But if you're starting a business, just understand that that's not going to happen tomorrow. Even with YouTube, YouTube is not easy. I always recommend, like I said in my social media ebook, if you're going to start a YouTube channel, I highly recommend that you have some type of following before you do YouTube. I've attempted YouTube a few times. When I graduated high school, it was not successful because, again, I didn't have nobody to watch my videos. But of course, if you have a following on Instagram, you have a following on TikTok, you can gear those people and cross promote your platforms. But YouTube is a job in itself. Like, sitting recording, just because the video is 5 minutes doesn't mean it took 5 minutes to record. You still have to edit, etc., etc. And Of course there's benefits to being a YouTuber, but for you to even enjoy those benefits, it takes a lot of work. And that's why YouTube made it harder for people to enjoy these benefits. Because when I started doing YouTube when I was in high school, when I had just graduated in 2015, YouTube did not have no requirements at that time. Anybody could upload videos, anybody could get paid. I didn't get paid that much, but anybody can get paid. And anybody was able to do anything, no matter your subscriber count, no matter how many watch hours you have. And that's why now YouTube you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers and at least 4,000 watch hours. So you have to put in the work. You have to put in the work before you can even see, you know, those benefits. So if you want to be a YouTuber, you have to put in the work, because you got to work hard for them 1,000 subscribers. It's not hard getting people to subscribe to your channel. People will watch your videos, but they won't subscribe. But once you get past that 1,000 subscribers don't matter. Of course they matter if your goal is to get that 100K plaque, which is my goal one day, is to get that 100K plaque. Definitely before 30 is to get that 100K plaque. But and yeah, I don't even remember what I left off saying, because my cousin was calling me. But moral of the story is, this video is not to come at anybody crazy or nothing like that. I just want to let y'all know that me personally, I was once that person, you know, who was looking to be put on. And guess what? If I was still waiting for that person to put me on, I still would not have been put on to this day. Ain't that crazy, y'all? It's been years I've been waiting to put on and learn the ropes of being a business. And instead, I put myself on and I have grown a brand. So that's what I'm trying to tell y'all is, even if y'all are not, you know, looking for handouts from me, I'm just saying in general, if there is anybody that is watching this video right now and you do want to start a business, you know people, whether they're your friends or your family that have a business, don't be looking to them for handouts, because at the end of the day, they don't owe you anything. Just because that's your friend, your cousin, that is the same way y'all be saying that just because somebody's your friend don't mean they gotta shop with you, is the same way just because that person's your friend doesn't mean they have to guide you step by step and sit here and tell you, okay, you do boom, boom, boom. And most times it's like people help people and they don't appreciate the help. You know how many people I've sat here and tried to put on and help when it comes to their business, and they don't use anything I say. Let's not even, I'm talking about people I know, let's not even talk about the consultations I've done with brands that I look at their pages and they like to complain that they're not getting sales, but you still have not done nothing that we discussed. We was on the phone for whether it was 30 minutes or you booked the 4 sessions, and so much information was given to you and you still have not applied yourself, but then you still want to complain. So I'm doing this video again, like, I'm not trying to come at anybody crazy. I just want to let y'all know if you want to start a business or whatever you want to do, stop waiting for other people to put you on. Stop looking for handouts. If you want a vendor for this, and this, like what I tell people, if you don't want to purchase wholesale from me, find your own vendor. It's really that simple. I am a lash vendor. Don't ask me who is my lash vendor. I am the vendor. And if you do not want to shop with iyetasti, that's totally fine. Just find your own vendor. No hard feelings. Just find your own vendor. It's really not that hard to find a vendor. But are you going to find a vendor with the best prices, quality lash cases, fastest shipping, next day, same day, Tasti Prime, quality lashes in the US? I don't think so. But hey, people don't be wanting to support for whatever reasons they have, and that's totally fine with me. But again, if you know that somebody wholesales and I will never understand that, and I'm speaking for wholesalers. People will know that somebody wholesales and still have the audacity, because to me that's the audacity. If you know that somebody wholesales, why would you ask them who their vendor is for what they are selling wholesale? If somebody is wholesaling lip gloss, why are you asking them questions about wholesale lip gloss when they are the supplier? If somebody wholesales purses, why? And that was the number one question I got asked, and that's why I was forced to sell my purse vendor. And I'm not one of those people that are against selling vendor lists, because I know what it feels like to constantly be harassed. Like you're supposed to give up your vendor that you took the time and effort and spent money researching and taking risk and buying samples. I'm not against selling vendors lists, but I also always tell people be careful when purchasing vendor lists, because my vendor list not gonna be, y'all hear my dryer in the background, my vendor list not gonna be the same as other people. My vendor list, I've personally purchased from every vendor that is on my list, whether it's my vending machine vendor, whether it's my purse supplier, whether it's my lip gloss vendor, y'all, my hair vendor. Y'all have seen me sell these items the past 2 to 3 years. These are all vendors, the exact vendors. Y'all can tell her my name, she know that he or she, which is all she but one, know who I am. They all know who I am, and these are not random people that I Googled. There are people's vendor lists who they sell an item and they tell you that's the vendor, and that's not the vendor. I've heard of that. I personally have not purchased any vendor list from anybody. But again, I am not against vendor lists, because people want you to just hand a vendor to them, and that's not how it works. And it's like, okay, so you know how much work it is, which finding a vendor really isn't hard. It's finding the right vendor that's hard. Like I always tell y'all, if you're looking for a first slide vendor, for example, all you have to do is go on Alibaba.com and type first slides. The list would be endless. But finding the right vendor is what's going to get you, because just because that picture looks like the same picture you've seen on somebody's website on Instagram does not mean that that's what you're going to receive. So now you have to sit here and spend, about $100 probably on just one pair of slides just to make sure that that's what you're looking for. Because it's either you spend $100 on them slides, or you could spend $1,000 buying a bunch of slides, and then when you receive them slides, it's trashy quality. So you rather lose $100 or you rather lose $1,000? You let me know. 100 or 1,000, 100 or 1,000. You rather take that risk, or you just, take your time. So finding a vendor, like I said, it's not hard to Google and find vendors. The hard part is finding the right vendor, because you'll find a vendor that their prices are the best prices out there, but their shipping is trash. Their shipping, another phone call, but I hope I explained everything. I hope y'all can get where I'm coming from in this video, because I know at the end of the day, everybody's entitled to their own opinion, but I hope y'all get where I'm coming from. You don't have to agree with me, but I just hope that y'all get where I'm coming from. As far as if I can start my own business, put myself on with no experience, no type of assistance, barely any support from people that know me in real life, you can too. I didn't look for no handouts. I didn't buy no vendor list. I didn't, I did my research. I taught myself everything that I know, from building a website to, I'm not the best graphic designer, but making my content flyers for some of my stuff. Starting a YouTube channel, learning how to edit videos because I have to start a YouTube channel. Like, I've learned, I'm grateful for everything that I've been able to teach myself. And you know what? I'm glad, because I can proudly say, heavy with my chest, that ain't nobody put me on. I can proudly say not a single person put me on. Not a single person taught me things that I know when it comes to running this business. Of course, I've watched YouTube videos and stuff like that, but I'm saying personal people wise, ain't nobody that know me personally can say, oh yeah, I put her on. Oh yeah, I'm the reason her business is do. Oh yeah, da. Ain't nobody can say that about iyetasti, okay? Ain't nobody can say that about iyetasti. And really with business, you don't learn the stuff. It's more of a hands-on experience. When it comes to being a business owner, ain't nobody gonna be responding to your emails but you. Of course, if you have a team, that's different. But being a business owner is a hands-on job. I can sit here and talk to y'all all day, but I'm not gonna be the one responding to y'all's emails. I'm not gonna be the one, posting on y'all's Instagrams. I'm not gonna be the one sitting on y'all's lives. Y'all gonna be the ones doing that, not me. So you just gotta, I know it gets hard sometimes. I know it gets discouraging, but keep pushing, because that's all I've done these past 2 to 3 years, is keep pushing no matter what has happened in my life, whether it was debts, whether it was heartbreak, whether it was losing a friendship, or any of those things. I did not let that, you know, shift my focus. I kind of did let it, but now the place I'm at, ain't nothing gonna shift this focus, okay? Ain't nothing gonna shift this focus. Ain't nobody is going to, you know, stop me from focusing on my goals, stop me. Like, I am such in that mode right now, y'all. I'm not letting nothing get in the way. Everything that I'm planning to do is going to get done, and I'm going to make sure of that. And I don't have time, you know, for any type of negativity, any type of influence that's not helping me with where I need to be in life. So with that being said, thank you if you watched this video all the way through. If you watched this video all the way through, I'm gonna be like Pretty Girl Bangles, comment some pink emojis so that way I know that you for a fact, because I know this video is more than 20 minutes. So if you watch this video all the way through, comment pink emojis. So you can comment what you want to comment, but, you know, also comment if you have any input or feedback, be sure to comment that. But also comment pink emojis so I know that you saw this video to this point. So if you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button, follow, and I will see y'all on the next video.